So I might have completely effed up this table, so come along with me to see if I can try and save it and learn from my mistakes along the way. First mistake was assuming that this table was solid wood, which it is not. So as I started to sand, I quickly realized that it's actually a laminate veneer top, which complicates a lot of things down the line that I realized looking back now it was a total disaster. I'm not gonna lie. My second mistake was because it was laminate veneer, I actually had over-sanded a lot of areas, especially the sides of the table, which makes it really difficult to hide whenever I went to stain it. So my plan was to clean it up and bring it inside because around this time it was July and it was 90 degrees and I did not want to do any refinishing outside in the heat. I started doing a paint wash, which very quickly I realized how much I did not like the paint wash. So I actually ended up redoing the paint wash, I think twice, until I got it the way that I liked it. And even then, I still didn't even like it that much, guys. My third mistake was using a satin finishing oil to go over my paint wash. The problem with doing that is because the tabletop is laminate veneer, that satin finishing oil is designed to penetrate into wood fibers. This ain't real wood. And then not to mention, with it being inside my house, as much as I tried to keep a dust-free room, I kept collecting so much dust. So I had no other choice but to strip it down and start over. And I actually went with a darker color this time around. But the only other problem with that was that it was incredibly streaky. I hated it. I don't know why I got it so streaky, but I ended up scraping off the entire table and just starting from scratch. This took a while. I used a carbide scraper to get all that stain off, and then I decided to just do a paint layer and go for a faux wood look with glaze over it to hide all of my over sanded areas. You can kind of see down the middle of the table there when I was painting, there was a ton of areas that was over sanded. So I use a deck brush to apply the stain over the paint. And then I went over with a broom head to create that grainy effect to the table. This is actually a really fun technique to do, and it was pretty simple and easy to follow. The only thing with this technique was with the products that I used, it does take a long time to fully set up and cure. So just be prepared for that if you try to do this type of look. Anyway, so yeah, just going throughout the table and just softening everything. And then I went around the sides of the table with just a ratty chip brush to still create that same effect, and then went over it with another deck brush to smooth it out. And I let it sit up for about 2 weeks before I listed it on Marketplace, and then I paired it with these dining chairs from a previous dining set that I bought. And I'm sharing this video with you guys because not everything in the furniture flipping world is easy, and mistakes are often the best way that you learn. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did I totally mess up this table, or did I make a nice comeback? I gotta say, that nice rich brown color is still beautiful. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.